If you have a new authority or you're looking to create a new authority, you need to take the hassle out of finding insurance. Finding insurance is one of the most stressful, time-consuming things. You need to more so spend your time on watching videos like this and finding new customers to work with. I have 2 insurance agents that you guys can work with directly. I'll leave both of their information right here on the screen. They'll help you 24/7. You can text, call, email, do whatever you need to do. But before you contact them, make sure you have all of the proper paperwork. Make sure you have the money for the down payment, because insurance is the second most expensive thing when starting a trucking company outside of purchasing a truck. If you have any questions as far as which paperwork you need, you can email them, call them, text them, whatever you need to do. And also, I have a factoring company that you guys can work with. The best factoring company in the industry, Rts Financial. When trucking companies start out, they don't want to wait the 2 weeks, the 90 days, however long it takes for them to get paid from that customer. So that's where Rts Financial comes in. They purchase your invoices for only 3%. You can get paid same day, next day, every Friday, whatever you need to do. You don't need to wait that long period of time. And then on top of that, they have fuel cards for new trucking companies with no business credit needed. You can save on an average of 25 cents per gallon. We know that's tremendous because fuel prices are super high right now. So you can save that money and put it into your pocket to earn even more money just by signing up with Rts Financial. So for all of their information, Rts Financial, their links will be down in the description below. And then also when you're contacting these insurance agents, let them know Timothy Williams Jr. sent you, and I promise you they'll take care of you right away, just like that. When starting a new authority, not a lot of shippers or brokers are going to work with a carrier with an authority less than 90 days. It's just like building credit. Not a lot of lenders are going to lend to you if you don't have any credit. It's all about building that trust. Once you build that trust up, you don't have to worry about this ever again. But I have a list of shippers and brokers that you can work with a new authority. This list of shippers is going to be a mixture of box trucks and also semis. So you have to contact them and see exactly who they work with. First is going to be Bellhop. Bellhop allows you to get paid while you wait. So if you have a box truck, they're going to pay you to help someone move from one house to the next. So essentially, you pull up to the first house, they load up everything while you sit and wait. Once they're done loading that up, you pull up to the next property, they'll move everything out of there, and you get paid the whole time. They pay starting at $40 an hour with a minimum of $100. So if you're working for 80 hours, you can make about $300 for the day, or if you're working longer, you can get paid even more. This is more so for someone who's pretty slow at the moment and they want to earn extra money just by using their box truck. Also, they offer long distance runs as well. I wasn't sure exactly how much they pay for that, but you can contact them and get signed up for them. The great thing about Bellhop is you can set your own schedule. So if you want to set your schedule for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it doesn't matter. They run 7 days a week. So if you're interested, contact Bellhop whenever you have time. We have Total Quality Logistics. Total Quality Logistics is used by new carriers and seasoned carriers. They have a ton of work. They never run out of work. The great thing about them is they have an app that you can download as well for free, and you can put in what equipment you have and find out which freight they have available. Then we have Amazon Relay. Amazon Relay, they have an app that you can download and get signed up with them. You can find out which freight they have available based on the equipment type. Then we have XPO Logistics, JB Hunt 360, Landstar, and Trinity Logistics. So all of their information, their phone numbers, and everything that you need for this video will be down in the description below. So anytime you're running a load for a new shipper or a broker, you're going to need to sign a carrier packet. So my suggestion is you sign the carrier packet for all of these companies that I mentioned in this video. Contact all of them and sign those carrier packets, because they're going to pick someone who has that carrier packet signed before they pick someone who doesn't. If it's 2 of you guys in a room, they're going to pick them every single time. Trucking is all about timing. So make sure you're staying ahead of the game and getting those carrier packets signed. And then also when running loads for these companies, make sure you're over communicating and you're early. You're not on time, you're early. So you can use these companies as referrals to refer to other companies when your authority is still new. After running the load for that shipper or that broker, get on their email list. Get all of their contact information. Get their phone number, their name. Make sure they're putting you on their email list. You want these companies knocking down your door instead of knocking down their door. You don't want to stay on these load boards all day because you're competing with so many different carriers. You want to be in the position that you're turning down freight because you have so many people contacting you to run freight for them. Some great questions to ask. How often do you run this lane? This may be your first time running this lane for that shipper or that broker, but they may have been looking for someone to run this lane on a 7-day basis. So if you over communicate and you make sure to deliver this load on time, that gives you an opportunity to run that every single day. How frequently do your dedicated lanes require coverage? So they may have dedicated lanes for 10 lanes, you only have one truck. So what that does for you is it gives you an opportunity to start a dispatching company. You can fill those other 9 lanes by dispatching those loads and charging between 5 to 10% and bring in another source of revenue. What that does is it builds the trust and the relationship with that shipper or that broker. So they're going to then start sending you more loads. What are the freight lanes? You may be running a box truck load, but they may need other lanes filled like cargo vans, hot shots, semis, flatbeds. So you can transition those into your dispatching company and dispatch those other lanes for that shipper or that broker. And then the last question to ask, what are your main priorities when moving freight? A lot of people think it's all about the money. Honestly, it's not all about the money. Trucking is about timing, so they may need to be shipping that load out as soon as possible, so that leaves money on the table. If they want someone to move that freight as soon as possible, you can charge them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you want to charge them a mile to move that freight. But if there's someone who cares all about the price, they can only afford to pay $3 a mile because they have a thin margin, then you can find a carrier that runs freight for a minimum of $3 a mile. So it's all about asking questions. Asking questions can open up dedicated lanes for you. It can open up an opportunity for you to start your own dispatching company. You can then honestly even open your own brokerage company. You can honestly broker loads to shippers, to carriers. This trucking industry, there are so many different avenues and sources of revenue that you can create in this industry. So ask these questions. This trucking industry is a very aggressive industry. So make these people feel comfortable. If you make them feel comfortable, it's going to open up so many different doors for you. I guarantee you. So I have a secret for you guys. Build relationships with those high-low drivers.
What? High-low drivers? What do they have to do with anything?
They have to do with your time. If they're having a bad day, they can hold you up for a long period of time and mess up all of your money because you can't run that load for that next company. Time is money in this industry. So building relationships with those high-low drivers is one of the best kept secrets. If they're having a bad day, communicate with them. Bring them food. Do whatever you need to do to make them happy so they're rushing you out of there, and also they're talking to their boss and that boss is talking to their boss, letting them know, hey, he was on time or he was early, he communicated well, he just was a great company. You can give them your business card. They're going to then give it to their bosses, their bosses, their bosses, and you now have a dedicated shipper that you can work with and you don't have to get on those load boards. So be sure to be as nice as possible to these high-low drivers. Trucking is all about networking and building relationships. Once you have those relationships built, make sure you take care of them at all costs. Over communicate, whether that's a bad or a good situation. We all know that every day is different in the trucking industry. Today is not going to be the same as yesterday, and so forth and so on. So make sure you keep your business cards and all of your marketing material to promote your business at all times. If you haven't already, check out one of my latest videos on how to start a t-shirt printing business. I'm doing a free giveaway once it reaches 50 comments. So you can use that free heat press to start earning money and also to promote your trucking company. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're notified anytime I post a video, and as always, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you guys so much.